just when I thought it couldn't get any better. I don't want to hear nothing about a super ever again. Unless we talk about the manga and the manga material gets adapted into an anime, which I still hope happens one day, but we're not here to talk about that today because we have more Dragon Ball Daima to discuss. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who knows best. And in today's video, bringing my review, my reaction, my geek session, my nerd out sesh over episode 19 of Dragon Ball Daima. Okay, last week, as y'all are all well aware by now, right? You've seen the episode. If you're watching this one, if you're watching this video, you've seen. Okay, Super Saiyan 4 is officially canon, and as y'all know, or as most of you know, Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite transformation of all time. Always has been since I was a kid. Since I first saw Dragon Ball GT, I was like, that's the one. That's like, I thought that was all cool. Super Saiyan 3 was my gas when I was a kid. Super Saiyan 4, head and shoulders above the rest. It's always been that way for me. So seeing that make a return in Dragon Ball Daima, and then so beautifully animated and it's canon and just like I don't even care if it makes sense. It was raw. It was cool. And that's all I really want from Dragon Ball at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, oh, just when I thought it couldn't get any better, this episode was pretty damn good too. And I think the grand finale, episode 20, is gonna be, this is gonna be the cherry on top. Is just all right, so this episode kicks off basically as we all expected to, with Glorio's wish being granted, and the wish that he did ask for was in fact returning Goku and everybody else back to their adult forms. We all saw that coming. I don't think anybody's surprised or shocked by that, unless your name is Adansu. But all things considered, Adansu took it surprisingly well. She was actually very shockingly calm and like reserved, and not nearly as outraged or angry as I expected her to be, or as probably any of us would have expected her to be. You would have thought she would have been like, Glorio, how could you? I'll have your head for you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have thought she would have like spazzed out, and she was just like, really, nigga? Like, after everything I did for you? Because apparently she rescued him from the third demon realm, which we don't get a whole lot of detail or backstory on that, but I'm gonna assume like Gloria was like an orphan or a lost kid or something like that. He was starving, homeless, I don't know, and she saved him from poverty or homelessness or something like that, kind of took him under her wing. And so it seems to me like he felt indebted to her, and so he was serving her even though he didn't necessarily agree with her ideals, but ultimately his just heart, you know, shone through in the end. Sorry, might have lost my voice a little bit. I wouldn't even like screaming or nothing like that crazy, but I might need some water. Anyway, apparently, you know, justice prevailed and his heart just couldn't give in to Adansu's demands. And he was like, you know, I'm kind of siding with these guys. Goku seems like he's pure at heart and like he's got everyone's best interests, you know, at heart. So we just gonna roll with that. I think this is the better outcome. And she just was like surprisingly nonchalant about it. Sure, whatever. So with everyone back in their adult forms, someone's got to fight Goma, because he pops back up like, I mean, you're adults now, like you're still no match for me, it doesn't matter. And Goku, he think he about to get right back to the action. He's like, my turn. You know what I'm saying? You decided the order. You already had your turn. You went first. Saw me, big dog. And I don't really know what I was expecting when it came to this. I was like, oh, so it's Vegeta, like, because I was wondering, I was like, how strong are they now in comparison to Goma? Like, now that they're adults, are they just gonna be able to like handle him in base form? Obviously not. That'd be very anticlimactic and boring. But I didn't quite expect. I was hoping, you know, in my heart I was hoping, but I didn't expect what ensued to actually be what was gonna happen. Vegeta transforms, you know. Well, he starts out, you know what I'm saying, base form, you know what I'm saying, whatever. They have a little back and forth. They scrapping. He's not really able to manage Goma. He's still trying to reacclimate back to his adult body. Then he goes Super Saiyan. But it didn't stop there, because of course, naturally, he had to bust out the Super Saiyan 3. And it was raw. Oh, it was cold. Oh, it was savage. Oh, it was everything. It was incredible. And you know, it's funny. In the moment, I was like, low key, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta might look the coolest out of all the Super Saiyan 3s. I just mean like out of all the, I guess, canon Super Saiyan 3s. So that would be him, Goku, and just Gotenks. So we talk about like all of them. I think the coolest one is actually Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. You want to go in like some Dragon Ball Heroes territory or anything like that, but another day. Anyway, sorry, microphone. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan 3 and starts manhandling Goma. Boom, bow, kicks. And he did the rawest. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Something about this hit totally different, because this isn't something we haven't seen before. There's a certain character who does this and we see who's the dominant personality in that one. This always been speculation, right? But the nigga folds his arms and just starts kicking the shit out of Goma and does this fucking flip kick and bow on top of his dome piece. And I'm like, oh, this nigga's so cold. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Y'all don't get it. Y'all too young. Anyway, yeah, I know Vegeta does that all the time where he crosses his arms, he be kicking people. Look, man, maybe just because I've been seeing Vegeta do it for so long and seeing Vegeta do it as himself, it just hit different. That was some cinema. And honestly, this whole episode was just that. Cinema. Masterpiece. 10 out of 10. So while that's all going on, Glory returns to Pansy and the gang, and Pansy, she has this adorable, cute little moment that just kind of breaks up the action a little bit. Not in an intrusive way, but in an, oh my God, that's so precious kind of way. We're just like, Glory, oh my God, you're the best, you know? Because remember, at the end of the last episode, she was like really torn up about like, Gloria, how could you? Like, I can't believe you would betray us. And then he came back, you know what I'm saying, after turning everyone back into adults, and she's like super ecstatic and overjoyed and like jumps into his arms and everything like that. And it was just really sweet and really wholesome, and I appreciated that. Anyway, then we cut back to Vegeta and Goma duking it out. And y'all remember in the Android saga, right? Where Vegeta takes it upon himself to think he's gonna be the protagonist and the hero of the day. You know, I'm Vegeta, I'm the Prince of all Saiyans, I'm a Super Saiyan, I'm the strongest in the universe. And he thinks he can take down Cell. And he could have, you know what I'm saying? Imperfect Cell, even semi-perfect Cell. But he let him get the perfect form. Oh, but it wasn't a problem because you see Vegeta, he got this brand new technique that we ain't ever seen before. And he do one of these, and he do like this, and he fire off that final flag, you know what I mean? So imagine that moment, but like twice as raw, because he fires off the coolest final flash I've ever seen in my life, and then proceeds to engage in a beam struggle with Goma, the likes of which I don't think I've ever seen before. The animation in this episode, I mean, in Daima in general, it's been great. These last couple episodes especially, and in this one, it was top tier. I'm talking smears, explosions, impact frames, the beams colliding and bouncing and wiggling, and oh, yo, it was, oh boy. That was one of my favorite beam struggles, or like clashes, or like moments that I think we've had in all of Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna lie. And like, I'm trying not to live in the moment too much, but that's clearly what I'm doing, making statements like that. But it's just like, when it's animated that well, because Dragon Ball hasn't always been animated to this level. You would think a series as popular and iconic and mainstream and as impactful as Dragon Ball would have more consistently been at this level of animation, but it's not. So seeing something like this, in that tier, in that, it's, I don't know, man. It's kind of gas, you feel me? So anyway, they have this big beam struggle, everything like that, and Goma actually loses the beam struggle, but he kind of, smoke clears, he pops back up, and the tertiary oculus is dumb broken, I ain't gonna lie, because he, you know, he got some scrapes, some scratches, some bruises or whatever, and he just kind of, it all just fades away just because magic, I guess. And he's basically unscathed and completely unfazed, or unscathed and completely unfazed. There we go, a little bit of a tongue twister there. Anyway, Adansu is actually like, yo, like this tertiary oculus is like dumb broken, but I could have sworn like you could like take it off and put it back, whatever. And then she remembers, Majin Ku, go fetch me magic book number 37 or whatever the hell it was, right? And because apparently there's something that she remembered that could possibly aid everybody in this battle against Goma so that he's not the Supreme Demon King. Because I guess the way she sees it is like, well, if I can't be the Supreme Ruler, I still don't want him to be it. So I would still rather take him down than let him reign over everything. So she's siding with Goku and the gang, much to their surprise, but welcome nonetheless. So as you might imagine, Super Saiyan 3 tends to take a toll on a person, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in the last episode review, when we seen Goku use it in the past, he's like, oh, like this form just takes up too much energy or like too much stamina. Like Goku could only ever maintain Super Saiyan 3 when he's in Otherworld. Any other time, it just wears him out too quickly, takes up too much energy. He only uses it for very short periods of time. So you would assume that the same thing applies to Vegeta. And it does. After that big, powerful energy blast that he fires off in the beam struggle with Goma, Goma comes back completely unscathed and unfazed, but Vegeta is completely worn out and spent, and his stamina is gone, and he loses his Super Saiyan 3, and Goma proceeds to take the upper hand. Meanwhile, Majin Ku returns with the book that Anantu asked for, and they find out that the secret to beating Goma is actually striking him in the back of the head 3 times, because that will release the tertiary oculus from his head, and then thus taking away the bulk and the majority of his power, and they'd easily be able to take him down. Which, yeah, hit him in the back of the head 3 times. Okay, easier said than done, but also very Dragon Ball for something that sounds so simple to be the solution to the big bad, right? Go figure. So they're all plotting and planning like, hey, well, how do we get Vegeta out of this fight? Because he would rather die than step down. And Goku's like, well, I could get in there, but like I probably wouldn't even be able to do it either. And then Piccolo, maybe if we team up. So they're like plotting and scheming. Whole time Vegeta is still in base form, just like slugging it out with Goma and really just getting beat up because he clearly is no match for Goma at this point. And that's when Bulma steps in. Everyone's like, oh, Vegeta would rather die than lose this fight. And Bulma's like, Vegeta, like, stop being an idiot, like, step down. And he's like, I'd rather die than stop fighting. And the words that proceeded to escape Bulma's lips next, I don't know if there's anything that could have prepared me for this moment. So Vegeta's being his stubborn, prideful self and continuing to fight regardless. Okay. And Bulma then, I can't believe this. Bulma says, Vegeta, if you don't stop fighting, I'm never going to let you take a bath with me again. Nigga, what? Yo. I can't believe this. And then to make it even better, you know what Vegeta does? You know what Vegeta does next? They make the whole dramatic scene. The whole screen turns a different color. He turns around in utter shock and fear. And boom, immediately leaves the fight, zips back down to the ground. Is like, okay, yo, that just shattered his whole fucking world. Oh, nah, this nigga Vegeta's a gooner. What? Supreme Simp Saiyan himself, the Prince of all Simps. The nigga went Super Simp God Super Saiyan. I get it. You seen Bulma? I get it. Me too, bro. Me too. Cause bro, what? Very Toriyama. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we don't get moments like this from Vegeta very often. It's very clear. It's part of his character that like the only one he really ever listens to at all, and the only one that he like kind of like you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Submits to, or like, you know, kind of plays along with is Bulma. Like, she clearly domesticated the man. We talk about a dude who like used to blow up planets for fun and like eat beings from other, you know what I'm saying? That he was. You remember which Arlie not canon, I guess, or was it? Doesn't matter. But Vegeta, he far removed from what he was back in his old days. Actually, they kind of referenced it earlier in Daima, where Goku's like, "Oh, you used to eat critters all the time." He's like, "Yeah, well, I'm far more like mature and civilized and like elegant now," or something. He says something along those lines. He's like, "I don't eat insects and people and stuff no more. As days are behind me." And yeah, Vegeta, Bulma must got that ooh wee, that, you know what I'm saying? She packing that super soaker, that, you know what I'm saying, that, yeah, me, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's the only way you can get a motherfucker to start acting like that. So anyway, we get that hilarious, very fun little moment. And then of course, Goku steps into the ring, so to speak, to take on Goma. And like, I don't know about y'all, I'm such a sucker for the homages, for the callbacks. Every time Dragon Ball does some nostalgia bait shit, it gets me every single time, and I don't care, and I'm fine with it, okay? Because Goku steps up to Goma and he proceeds to transform into Super Saiyan, but he doesn't stop there. He does the whole little spiel like he did back in the Buu saga with Majin Buu, where he's like, this is Super Saiyan 1. Very cool, dramatic transformation, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm watching the episode, I'm like, you know, it's funny how sometimes they make Super Saiyan 1 like a dramatic transformation, and sometimes it's like pop, boom, that just instantly transform, right? But they dramatize it a little bit. And you start seeing the lightning flicker. The hair spikes up a bit more. And this is Super Saiyan 2. Oh my God, he's doing the thing. Oh my God, he's doing the thing. And that's when it dawned on me. And if you know what comes next, you know what comes next. Yeah, he does the thing. He do the thing. Not only did we get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in this episode, we also got Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And it was raw. It was raw. And as much as I enjoy Masuko Nozawa's performance and everything like that, bless her heart for playing the character of Goku for all these years, as well as so many other characters, because she voices like the whole Sun family. I just know Sean Schemmel gonna kill that when he get in that booth for that scene in the English dub. And I'm looking forward to it, because I really got to see what this is like in the dub as well. However, I mean, y'all seen the episode, so y'all know what proceeds to transpire next got me to pop out of my seat again. No. Oh my God. This nigga Goku. This nigga Goku's so raw sometimes. I ain't even like a super big Goku fan, but he just be having these moments. Not that I dislike Goku, but I other characters like more, you know what I'm saying? I like Trunks and Bardock, and them my two favorites. But Goku, he the main character, so you know he be having these aura farming ass moments and shit, dog. You know he gonna do some. Got a little bonus for you. The nigga goes Super Saiyan 4. I know we just synced it, but I didn't think we was going. I legitimately thought this was incredible. It doesn't get any better than this. I'm gonna have to rewatch this episode a million times because we're never gonna see this ever again. But boy, was I wrong, because I thought in this episode we would end up seeing like fusion finally, and like I still don't know if we are or not. It seems like next episode is just going to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku just wailing on Goma and then winning at the end of the day. The next episode is the last episode, and at this point I don't even want to see fusion. We got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta both in mini form and adult form. We got Super Saiyan 4 Goku in adult form and mini form. I gladly am trading canon Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku for fusion. Okay, like we've seen fusion before, and like honestly the biggest appeal or interest to me with fusion was seeing something new that wasn't Vegeta or Gogeta. You know what I'm saying? If it was a combination of different characters, or if it was Goku and Vegeta but they turned into something like a new character we hadn't seen before, that was the appeal for me. But honestly, even if it was a whole brand new character, Gogeta, like I just can't think of a name, fucking doesn't matter, right? But like I'm trading that just to see Super Saiyan 4 for 10 to 15 minutes next episode. Just me personally. I just want to see him get some shine, go all out, balls to the wall, action packed nonstop, beating the piss out of Goma, doing all this cool, just going ape shit, literally. That's what I said. I didn't mean for it to be a pun when I said it in the moment, but like literally just go ape shit. It's just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, do we even care about fusion at this point? And they still might squeeze it in somehow, some way. I don't really know. But if they don't, I don't really care. I will say though, it is crazy that next week is it. Like next episode is the last one, and it feels like there's still a decent amount to do to like wrap everything up. But you know, I guess they're just gonna do it all nice, quick, and in a hurry. When they wrap it up, it's like Goma's gonna lose, the gang's gonna group up and then take off and go back to Kami's Lookout, and that's just gonna be the end of the episode. Presumably, I assume. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see for next week. And this wait is going to kill me. And after the episode is finished, I'm gonna feel so empty inside, because like I really grew to like, I mean I liked Daima from the beginning, but it just grew on me more and more, and it just got better and better in my opinion, like especially ever since like episode 7 or 8, and then we got all the way to getting Super Saiyan 4, and then like the opening song and like just jamming to that every week, and it's just, you know, you can always go back and rewatch it. I can play the song whenever I want, but just getting that new content every single week, it's something I ain't really been a part of in a long time, and I kind of missed it, man. It was great. But yeah, I fanboyed hard enough and long enough in this one. My reviews for these last couple episodes have been as long, if not longer, than the actual episode itself. But it's been getting your boy hype. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all this content I'm bringing you. With all that being said, that's pretty much all I have today. And remember, nothing can happen until you swing the bat. Later.